First question.
Good morning, Premier. Jamie with City TV.
Hey, Jamie, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You must be happy as anything. You get to go buy a little bit more booze now.
Scotch, I might. No, I stocked up actually. But we're talking about it. Could you describe from your point of view the LCBO roller coaster ride and getting the settlement? What happened? And is the worst going to still keep on going with the province and the LCBO?
No, I don't think so. You know, we learned many things with this strike. People were still able to get their alcohol, and I knew this, but it just confirmed it. Mess with anyone, but don't mess around with people's booze in Ontario, because they aren't too happy, and they called the strike. And then I've said right from the beginning, you know, this strike should have never, ever happened, and we could have easily sat around the table. But I was able to connect with over 500 people, not 440, not 450, it was well over 500, and talk to these people. And I can tell you, 98% were super, super nice. They were understanding. And all they kept saying is, I just want to go back to work. A lot of them said, I don't even care about a raise. And you get the odd, nasty call, but that goes with anything. But the vast majority were super people, and they just want to earn a paycheck. And I just want to thank them. I want to thank them for, number one, calling me and having some really good chats. But I want to thank them for the work that they do. They're just hardworking folks. You go into an LCBO, it's clean, they service you, and away you go. But I said right from the get-go that they're going to have job security, which they do. Not only that, the part-timers, now we're going to bring 1,000 people, as full-timers. They're going to get benefits. They're going to get mental health support as well. We gave them a very good pay increase, 8% over 3 years, and they have job security as well. But we also have to be flexible, and people want to be treated like everywhere else in the world. You go to Quebec, you go across the border, you can go into a retail store and pick up a cider or a ready-to-drink cooler and, a case of beer or a bottle of wine. That's what we need to do. I want to stop a myth that's out there. When this strike was on, we're losing $2 billion, the world's coming in. No. We don't make money there. We make money on wholesaling. Make it very clear. We make money on wholesaling. The fact is, per capita, we make the least amount of money in the entire country, to the exception of PEI, when it comes to alcohol sales. So I felt like we all worked together. We saved 9,000 jobs, but as many people as I talked to, I had as many people calling me up, get rid of the LCBO, we don't need them, put them in retail. I don't believe that. I believe in supporting the 9,000 hardworking people. And I've always said, I differentiate between labor and labor leadership. I support the frontline labor folks that work their backs off, and I differentiate between public and private sector unions. I love the private sector, and I get along well in some public sector unions. But going back to your question, so we sign a deal. I'm happy as punch. I think we had a press conference out in the Windsor, Essex. So I go out and I see some people on the picket line. I go out and say, hey, we got a deal. You get a deal, you get a deal, right? All of a sudden, surprise, surprise, never in Canadian history that I've ever heard. I've been in a lot of labor negotiations. They rescind the deal and they come back after it's signed. And that's why LCBO was filing unfair labor practices. And they're saying, okay, now since we signed this deal, now everyone that was on strike, and they chose to go on strike, not the people, the labor leader, we want them to get paid for 2 weeks. I said, the people would lose their minds. Imagine if that's taking your tax dollars for paying people that weren't working. It's absolutely crazy. So finally, they came to their senses. The leadership came to their senses, and we got the deal signed. People are back to work. Everyone's going to have a great summer. And again, I just want to thank the frontline LCBO workers. I want to thank the LCBO. I want to thank all the staff who was behind the scenes that were working day in and day out. So it's going to be a good thing, and it's going to be great for the people of Ontario. They have a choice. They have the convenience to go in the convenience store. They have a choice to go into the retail store, and everyone's hunky-dory. So we're back to making things happen.
Thank you, Mr. Premier.
Next question. Hi, Premier. Mark Douglas, City News
Hey,
570. Hi. Just to go back to what you were mentioning before about the LCBO, you say the money is made in the wholesale side.
That's right.
The ready-to-drink beverages, some of the best sellers at LCBO retail, those are going into private sector now. So just to go back to something you mentioned before, why is there a future for the LCBO retail locations in Ontario? The best products are out the door and money is being made elsewhere.
Actually, I just got to correct you. It's not out the door. Ready to drink makes up about 9% of LCBO sales. They can't even keep ready to drink on the shelves. So we can see that market growing within the LCBO. We also see new regions popping up across Ontario because of the investments of these companies. And just one example, St. Thomas. St. Thomas is a small little town. All of a sudden, Volkswagen comes in and is building the 4th largest building in the world, the largest battery plant in North America, 16 million square feet. A community is going to pop up, and guess what we're doing? We're putting an LCBO there. So they're always going to be able to ready to drink. And I can tell you one thing. You have friends over. You're going to the liquor store, LCBO, and you walk in, you're grabbing a bottle of wine, you're getting a bottle of scotch, and some people drink ready to drink. They aren't going to the convenience store to buy ready to drink. They're going over to the freezer or fridge and grabbing ready to drink there. But it all comes down to the market and the people dictate. No matter what industry, what sector you're in, you give quality service, a quality product at a competitive price, guess what they're doing? They're coming to your store. But if you give lousy service, lousy quality, and a high price, they aren't coming. I have confidence in LCBO. They meet the first 3 thresholds: great quality, great people serving you, and at a competitive price. So we're going to keep moving forward on it. But thank you for the question.